like a song? I swear to you, there is
No
a
song.
song. There's like a 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Nope, no
Let me
song.
look. Is it? No, I swear to you, that's like level up. What? Maybe it is. I don't know. We're too old for this shit.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Mitchell's really
everybody who's
tired right
listening.
now, so
Yeah, it's 4:35 in the morning, and we've been recording all night. We have made 65 videos so far. So yeah, we're tired.
he's tired. I'm not.
Oh yeah, sure. You've had like what 5,000 cups of coffee.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you have like an IV drip of coffee into your.
I wish. I wish I had an IV drip of coffee. It'd be
Yeah,
nice.
that's just so bad. Like I'm sure you're not the only one that made this joke though, but
Some physicians do.
like a banana. I think they call it a banana bag, right? Yeah. Well, no, that's just what I got for a hangover.
But anyways, guys, in this video we're going to talk about what you should do in your gap year before medical school. So it's going to be a chat, so to sit
Well,
back and
what is it?
relax.
Wait, what is a gap year, Zach?
A gap year is a gap year. You take a year off of school and you just do whatever you want.
We kind of were forced to take a gap year due to at least I was forced to take a gap year because of the pandemic. Like I wasn't gonna sign up for masters or anything because of the pandemic.
I was still in rotation, so not a gap year now for me.
Oh
But
wow. So what do I do on my gap year, Zach?
I don't know. Make money, so you pay for medical school.
Actually, you should save money. Like yeah, so yeah, work, save money to.
I mean, then again, medical school is $100,000 per year. So unless you're making $400,000, you're not gonna make that much in a year. So
Wow, wait to put everyone who's listening down. Like everyone is gonna be like, well, screw me.
more realistically, though, if your GPA is low or your MCAT's low, you need to work on getting those up. So master's programs, post-bachelorate programs.
Listen, and if you're in that boat, me and you are the same. All right, so you're not alone. At least you have someone like who has like really shitty GPA, and at least probably if you do have a GPA, at least you have some sort of science GPA because I don't.
Yeah,
So
so if you're like Mitchell, your gap year needs to be raising that GPA up whatever way you can. Some schools, including VCOM, actually looks at your last like 120 credit hours.
oh Jesus.
So if your last 120 credit hours of like your post bachelor or masters is good, you're
Oh my
saved.
god.
It cuts that. That's like a
Yeah.
free slate. But
Mm.
how Mitch was
But
talking,
it's
I don't think his like that. So
yeah. Well, here's the thing though. Like we have lives. I can't really be studying for a fucking master. I mean, for a masters. But I do know that I have to pump those numbers up, pump my grades up. But I think like I think I'm gonna after I take this MCAT. I think I should be good. But then what else should you do in your gap year, SAG? Shadowing,
so
a
yeah,
crap ton of
shadowing.
shadowing.
You don't need that much shadowing. The magic number is like 40 hours of physician shadowing. Usually, they want to see like go in different physicians and see different aspects of medicine. So they want to see like volunteering. Because your medical school, they expect you to volunteer still.
That's
That's
what I mean. Okay.
so
Yeah, volunteering. Just to make sure that you're a nice person, not a serial killer.
yeah, exactly.
Even
And
though serial killers do actually end up being like really
Dr.
nice
Death.
volunteers.
Have y'all heard of him?
Probably. But
Dr. Death's a physician who killed patients intentionally during surgeries. Look him up, guys.
where isn't there a movie coming out like or a
I
TV
think
show
there's
coming
a
out?
movie or a show already out about him, but yeah.
Yeah.
Look up him and heard about him. He's an
All
interesting
right,
fella.
let's not get dark in here. We should make another video about this and just talk about him for like 10 minutes. But another thing that you could do is research. So if you happen to be doing a master's degree in something, you have access to a professor who you can do research with on campus. You can either do your own research or you can just most likely work on someone else's research, and then you can get some research time.
Yeah, research is a big thing, especially for like the higher up medical schools, because they kind of expect you to do that while you're a medical student. So they kind of want to see you're doing it already before you get into the school.
So if you're a non-traditional student like me, then you gotta stand out somehow. I will say, publish that book, write that movie, write that script, sell that script. Um, something. My one friend told me that in her interview, they were asking her like, what did she do besides medical school, besides studying, besides preparing for medical school, like what hobbies did she had? And one of the hobbies that she had was sailing, because we were in the same sailing club together. So that was her whole thing. And then she ended up talking to someone, I think one of the submission people had a boat. But again, like that's like that's for people who have access to that. There are some schools who do not have access to music clubs or like selling clubs, which are like, you know, it's kind of like an expensive club to be into, or associated with like people who have money. Even though we were like the brokest of the broke, I'm not kidding. My other professor, who was the advisor for the uh, medical school club, he told us that there was this student who graduated from our college who did music, and they asked her to like what kind of music she liked, and one of the admission recipients was like a music professor or something, like one of the mission, like the board members that were interviewing or whatever. Was a music professor or something, and then they asked her if she could play something for them, and I think she did. And after the interview was over, she got a letter um, acceptance, but on top of that, she got a scholarship from the music department or something to do with the music department.
That's pretty cool, though.
I know, which like literally had nothing to do with, but because she mentioned something that was off the medical school, you know, lifestyle, something unrelated to it that she was interested in and she did as a hobby or whatever. It helped her get a job. It helped her get a position to study in that medical school, which I thought that was pretty cool.
Speaking,
go ahead.
Speaking of hobbies and getting in medical school, if you're applying to VCOM and you do like international help and stuff, or you help out internationally somehow, put that on your resume or your application and talk about it, because that's something they are very passionate about at VCOM. So
international help, like what kind of help are we talking? Because like,
or international studies, anything like international, they really love that stuff because
oh,
they
dude, I'm an
do that.
international studies major. What the hell?
Yeah, they love that stuff because like
Right.
during their programs, they actually have an entire rotation set where students can actually go over and help out in other countries.
Are you? Wait, is this an MD school or is this a DO school?
DO school.
DO school.
So,
dude, I'm falling in love more and more with this freaking school. I'm not even kidding. But the problem is that the locations are annoying.
Virginia's not too annoying. I think it's North or South Carolina's not too annoying. But Alabama and Georgia is kind of rough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For a minority like me, yeah.
But they do love that international stuff. So if that's your hobby, if you're like helping out, put that on there and talk about it.
And if you graduate with a different major unrelated to science, you might have an edge in some schools. You might not. But what else? What else can I do in my gap year before medical school?
Relax.
Study for the MCAT.
Study for the MCAT. Get that score. Especially if your GPAs, though. At least you can make a stellar MCAT score. So.
And stellar, are we talking above 512?
Yes.
All right. 512 is a really good number.
I think their average in their class right now is like 506, but that's also a DO school, so their stats are a little lower.
Yeah, remember the stats are for DO is different. The stats from MD. We should do a breakdown of what the difference from a DO and an MD are.
Yeah. The gap year.
So if you have any recommendations for our gap year or any suggestions, make sure that you write them down in the comments below.
Yep, and like, comment, subscribe as always. I'll see you next one. Peace.